you crazy. We are back again on this Tuesday to talk about the wonderful updates and what's going on at the Grief Garage. I'm excited to share when we can start revealing the studio all to you, those parts of it. But you know, as everything happens, we got to share the foundation to work to get to that part. You know, we all want to get to the celebration. We want to get to the party. We always want to get to the party, get to that stuff. Good morning, Wes. Thanks for always jumping in. But our updates are very simple this week. You know, last week on the IG, we introduced our first writer, Dr. Talisha Johnson. So we are looking forward to that.
Hey.
Yes, I'm looking forward to some awesome partnerships. We have found a few good men who have stepped up, so I'm excited to announce them and put them out as well. So, and yeah.
That's plus.
Yeah, so and I'm saying that so for especially since you're watching West right now, some men that you know who might have gone through some grief or going through some grief, it will be a male voice as well, because a lot of times women write, we live in women talk, and the thing is, on our journey, we have realized in our business, a lot of our clients are men because they don't find somebody that they can talk to, and they feel like it's so taboo to get counseling or cry. They want to suck everything up, and it's more manly. So these articles from the male perspective are going to give tools on the journey for men as well. Not just, this is not women empowerment, this is not men empowerment, this is empowering anybody who has been left behind and is trying to get beyond their loss. So I'm excited, and I'll remind you, the magazine comes out on October 1st. So if you want to get continuous notifications of the magazine and the information and some of the behind the scene clips, because we are going to have a sneak preview before the magazine comes out.
I can see.
You get to see, you get to show. Yeah. So we have a sneak preview plan, so you can, you know, flip through digitally. Right now it is going to be digital, but the good part about digital, it will have some interactive links, and a component of the magazine, there is a 30-day Bible study grief guide that will be in the magazine.
Wow.
With a link to 30 days of 30-minute study. So we will be actually talking about godly strategies, seeing how to walk it through according to God's word. So it will be an interactive component. So those are the things that we have already gotten in place. So that's what I'm telling you. These announcements are about all the little intricacies till you get to see all of the wonderful aesthetic stuff finished in your hand and the product. And I know everybody likes to see that. So we're just here on Tuesdays to talk about some of those little things that people don't know behind the scenes, and a little of the things that are coming in the magazine. So I'm gonna probably age myself on this little announcement. I don't
age.
Yeah, y'all know, anybody that knows me, I don't tell my age, but age. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be like a TV guide. I don't know if you all remember TV guides, because now it's just you click the guide on your TV and it tells you what's coming on, and you just scroll and you can see for the whole month. But old school used to be, it had a TV guide. So a little section of the magazine will be a TV guide, which will talk about who is telling their stories on the upcoming episodes on the Amazon channel. There are 6 shows that are coming out. Wow. 6 shows. So that is something you definitely want to jump over the IG for. We will begin releasing a little bit of what each show is going to be about. If you want to click on the link that's going around at the bottom, you know, meet us at the Relationship Service Station Grief Garage, where you can actually, if you have a story, you want to be a guest, you want to be a part of one of these shows, just click on there, and it gives a real quick description of what it is. Reach out to me. We will schedule you for one of the cities. Now,
what's the most important part? Reach out to me.
Yeah, reach out to me.
Reach out.
This is your important part. You like food.
That's why I'm seeing you.
I know. Talk about food. Talk about food. Okay. So Roderick, he says, good morning, Fulton. So
good morning, Roderick. Oh, just before we go further, I want to say something you just said about Bible study.
Oh, okay, Bible study. Go ahead.
Rehearse that again. So I want to say something to it.
Oh, rewind that.
Yeah.
Oh, about the the portion of that will be in there. It will be a 30-day grief guide according to the Bible, but it will be an interactive Bible study that you'll either, I hadn't figured out if we're going to use a USB where you take your phone over it, or it's going to be an actual link, probably a USB. So when we do print it out, people can do the USB component of it too. And it will give you access to an actual 30-day, 30 minutes a day study, because it's no good for you to get a scripture and the scripture has no context around it. Otherwise, I'm just giving y'all a con. I do need to give you the revelation of the Holy Scripture.
Glad you got better there, because this is very important.
Okay.
You know, we discussed it before. You know, if I can go to Bible study 7 days a week, I go to Bible study 7 days a week. And Bible study is very important for each individual on this planet, because that's the foundation of really getting to the Heavenly Father and understanding what His wishes is. And we want to be even more education on this, and one way we get educated, that you guys
give us feedback.
And I wish we can extend it, because this is a very important topic about Bible study. I don't care what the topic is, but when they say Bible study, it's very important. We get to communicate with each other. We get to really see what's the Bible really talking about, because really studying the Bible. So the only way we extend it, we need you individually really give us some good feedback on it, how we need to go with this, what we need to do, and some recommendation, because this is a journey
that's a God assignment.
Yes, so we need to, because there's a whole lot of individuals that seeking grief, and we need to get on this and make this foundation a lot more strong. And when you come to my wife and myself, we all about helping. We all about helping each other. We all about helping. We don't try to help nobody for nothing in return. That's not in our category. There's no way near around us. That we push that out the door. We are about being successful, making a person feel better about themselves.
So yeah, and that is why this is a different type of magazine. I'm gonna repeat it again. It's a free digital magazine. The magazine will be free because it will be going to everybody that needs to have access to it. So it is going to be available around the world. So as long as you can download it and click on the links, you'll have access to the free digital. We might have to use a couple of digital platforms to make sure that everybody has access to it. But if you know somebody who has a business and who would like to support and sponsor this, so that because we want to make it free, because of that, we're not charging writers, we're not charging people to purchase it. So it will be full of content and going to, at this point,
you're charging.
Not writers.
Your
time. Yeah, you have to invest your time. They invest in their time. They put in some sweat equity.
You know what our charge is? They're understanding what's going on in their life. They really feel good about themselves.
Yeah, they committed to the cause. So that's the great thing about the partnership. Right. Yes. They've committed to the cause, and that's the price that they're paying. So that's true. So I guess the price that you all will be paying is your commitment and consistency to get the word out, to share it with people. These other tools. It's kind of like, you're getting the word, but you don't share it with anybody. So if you're not sharing the good news, that means you're just getting fat on the word. And then that means you're going to get obese on the word. And the thing is, we're supposed to be spiritually fit just as well as physically fit. So let's not just get obese on the word. Use this nourishment that's coming in through the word to share it and share the good news. So that's the magazine. Oh, food, baby. Food.
How do you forget about food?
Because you made me go back to study.
But still go back to food, though.
Okay, we back on the food.
All right, then.
And what the food has to do, of course, we cannot just do a magazine, just do a TV show to do the media part of our ministry. We want to make sure we're doing the community service part of our ministry as well. Yes. So we don't want to just come to your city, get your stories and get your content. We want to actually sit down and commune and be a part of the community. So there are specific dates, actually 17 dates that are already on the schedule. So if you're in that city, or somebody who's in that city, start registering, start showing up, because it's only 50 live spots that are available. These spots are going fast. People are already registering for these 17 cities. And the calendars are out there. Totally, we will probably we'll go to 40 by the end of our year span sometime next March. But right now we've put out the dates for the first 17. And I talk about food because it's always at the table, breaking bread, that we have the best discovery. So we will have physical food. It will be a brunch. It's Brunching Beyond Law. So if you see it in the details or you see Brunching Beyond Law somewhere else, share it with somebody, because we will be brunching. We will be eating ourselves past loss. We will have physical food. We will have spiritual food. We will actually have some really healthy grief conversations that will bring a change and an awareness to normalize grief, so that we are not feeling like this is a conversation that does not need to be had. So definitely check out these dates, share, support. If you know a local business that wants to be a part of it, if you want to be a part of it in some way, if you know a photographer, a videographer, a designer, definitely tag them in this message, because we are looking for all of them in the next 17 cities. We are looking to pour back in and invest in the city that we're in. We're not bringing our own. We are going to invest in the cities that we are in. So if y'all got questions, concerns, definitely you can put them a part of this broadcast, or you can tell somebody to inbox us on Facebook. They can actually send it to us at Courtney@relationshipservicestation.com if they just want to email it in. Go ahead, babe.
Oh no, this is what you're saying is very important. Is just we wants to get comments. That's very important. I can't say it, I can't say it strong enough, because that's the only way we can move on in life. But your feedbacks, because just because we him, that don't mean we got the answer to everything. That's why we him, because we don't have the answer to everything. So your feedback is very important. And men, please, let's step out. Come on, let's make this thing work.
You got to see Roderick and Wes are here commenting. They are live. Our men watching. We got to applaud them. Give them a hand.
And we need to.
So give yourselves a hand,
we need to wake up and build this earth all over again, because each and every day this earth is falling apart. And the reason why this earth is falling apart, I'm not talking about literal. I'm talking about the earth is spiritual in our souls, and we are just being private to ourselves. And that's not the way we keep the earth strong. We need to share. We need to share wisdom. We need to share knowledge. We need to get understanding. We need to build relationships. So the only way we do that is with feedback and constant communication. And if you got a recommendation of how this show need to get better, or what we need to talk about, please share it, because that's how we build y'all guys, and y'all build us. Y'all
that's why it's called feedback. As we feed you, you feed us back, so that we don't become empty in that place as well. So we're not going to be here long today. I just wanted to make sure you join the IG, follow the Instagram page, so you can be a part of the updates, because you do want to congratulate the writers as they come in. As I said, I'm excited about the few good men that we have. So we'll have a total of, right now we have 7 writers. We'll have a total of 8. So we're looking for one more good man. Thank you, Roderick. Yes, my husband is telling you all as men to show up for yourselves. Definitely in this space, because if you heal the head of the household, everything else that follows behind. When they said if you free your mind, the rest will follow. And as men, as the head of the household, you got to free your mind from all of the things that you have gotten from the society that you're not supposed to feel, that you're not supposed to do. So as we go on this tour of the first 17 cities, we are setting people free from expectations of grief, or the lack of expectations from grief. And we are normalizing grief in the conversations that heal a nation. And as we heal a nation, it will heal you individually, heal your community, heal your household. So this is something that's near and dear to our heart. And I can promise you, this was not something we woke up one morning and decided we were going to do. And I tell people this, what is going on in this season. COVID got us where we got back comfortable disconnecting from people, doing like right now this live stream. Is so easy to stream because you don't have to show up as your whole self 100% on a stream. You're behind the scenes just doing little bits and pieces. But even when God gave this to us, he already made us know it was going to have to be mobile. We were going to have to go we were going to have to go fix it, not people come to us and just stream through. We're out in the community. We will be touching and loving on people. So we are being stretched and our things is being changed. So we are going to have to get outside of our normal and embrace each other on this journey.
Yeah,
yes, babe.
You have to realize we are humans. We are humans. We are prone to make mistakes. No ifs and ands and buts about it. And we may not get to everybody. We may say some stuff that an individual may not understand, but that's okay. But what I'm saying, let us know. Yeah. Let us know. Well, because we cannot feed an individual if their mouth and mind and eyes is still closed. Yeah. So before we be able to feed you have to open up. We need suggestions. We need the key to get in your door. If you just got the key in your pocket, we sit there and knock all day long. And you won't understand nothing we're saying because you got the door locked. So we need to open the old door up and let us in and let us help you. And only way we can help you, you help us and get on the same page. You need to guide us to be on the same page. It's no we know everything. Yeah. It's not that. But
you're right, babe. And you know what? That means I need to give them a little bit more information because I keep telling them to click on this and click on that. So let me just tell you the cities that I would be in. And that way, when you hear it, if you know somebody who is there, if you know somebody who's near it, you know you need to send them the link or you can send them, share this video with them. There is no charge. That's free. What you got to show up, as my husband said, open-minded. There is a cost. The cost is your time. The cost is you being open. The cost is you willing to do the work. So, Roderick, I thank you for your engagement here. So this communication is very important. So let me just quit saying click on. A lot of times in the videos we'll say click on and don't give the details. And we're on no time clock here. Thank God for that. So let's start off. The first city will be Mobile, and just get ready to check and see how good my mind is too, because I don't have it written down. So I know we're going. I'm gonna have to put my fingers up so y'all gonna watch me count like a little kid. So we got Mobile, we got Birmingham, we have Virginia, New York, DC, Delaware, Baltimore. Let's see, New Orleans, Biloxi. I want to say Meridian, but I'm not sure if it's on the first 17. We got to talk about Florida. Okay, so we got Destin, Tampa, Jacksonville. That's 12. Y'all help me out. So, going to Tennessee. And we're going to South Carolina. And of course, I can't remember the cities right off the top of my head. I want to say Charlotte. I want to say Columbia. I want to say Nashville, Knoxville. So right now, I gave you 16. I'm missing one somewhere. So charge it to my head, not my heart. And really, if you know somebody in those areas who are an hour or less away, it will be something that will be beneficial. And it is brunch time. It is brunch time. It is from 11 to 1. So it is some real food that will be there. But I don't want you to just show up for the brunch. I want you to show up from the beyond the lost, to move and to shift and get to a different place in your life. And I want to make you all understand this. So if you're watching this and you're talking about loss, I'm not talking about just physical death. Yes. Because a lot of us did experience physical death during our lifetimes, but some people say, I haven't lost a loved one. I haven't experienced that, but I'm talking about loss of finances, because we have a wonderful writer who's coming to talk about finances. So loss of your regular, so anything that you have lost, people, jobs, we will be covering how to go through this process in a healthy way. Go ahead, baby.
Pardon me, say grief come in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. And you just got to say what they're even though if you haven't lost it, you just trying to say something. Some people say, well, I haven't lost no one yet. But you have. You know what I mean by that? You have spiritually wise, because when you done lost your self-esteem and you done lost your when you done lost the determination of life, you have lost someone, and that someone is you. That's very important. So yes, you are grieving. So let's understand that. So there's no perfect individual walking on this planet. So don't say you haven't lost someone. Just think about what you're saying. Then you realize what you said, and you sit down and say, "Oh,
I got input here and here."
So there you go.
I got some room to grow and develop.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure we weren't trying to get in here. This is not a quick 10-minute. We do want you all to engage with us on these welcome announcements, because this is the place where you can say, hey, are you all doing this on the garage? Are you doing this on the magazine? As my husband said, giving us feedback, having a conversation with us. So if you come back doing the replay and you have questions, we will be monitoring this process to get the feedback there as well, because we do want to know, hey, ask us the questions, and maybe it's something that we have not considered, but we will consider. So definitely share it with the people that are grieving, share it with businesses that we can support in these particular cities. And I'll go back over what it is that we're looking for: photographer, videographer, and we're looking for a company that will rent tents, chairs, and tables. So that means set up, take down, decor. So all of that good stuff. Not necessarily a party planner, but an event center, because it's not something that needs to be planned. It's just more of a setup of equipment. So those are the three main things that are being looked for in each city. Prayerfully, I will be able to announce our park partner in each city next Tuesday when we come up, because I'm excited about that partnership and signing off and actually making that happen. Our park partner, so that's where we will be parking in each city that we visit. So that is necessary, because that will be the location of every brunch as well.
Can you say something?
Yeah, baby, close us out.
I wanna say this on my closing thoughts. And that's why we as individuals have a hard time sharing with each other. We got this immature mindset. I love this word, immature mindset, that I'm gonna keep these folks out of my business. To me, that's I ain't got I gotta say a word for it, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. But that's accident waiting to happen. I say it sweet like that. That's accident waiting to happen.
We call it pride in the Bible, baby.
Okay. You need to be guys and gals. We need to wake up. And that's the thing with keeping folks out of my business. We have to realize the individual that's saying keeping folks out of my business, them the one that having the most unsatisfactory life situations, because you so prideful about your business. You can handle it on your own, and we don't have the capability of doing that on your own. So take that pressure off your chest. Take a deep breath, breathe out, and open your arms, your eyes, your mind, and ask for help.
And let me say, help from the right person.
From the right people.
So let it be a Holy Spirit connection, so that person is sent to help you, not manipulate you or hinder you. So everybody don't need to be in your business, but there is a set of people that God sends to be in your business to get your business straight. So otherwise, at some point, you're not going to have any business if you don't allow people in to straighten it out. So I am honored that you all are showing up in the live and the replay, and that are sharing. Well, you know what, Roger? We're all guilty of that. We're all guilty of that, because if we look at our life, some of the experiences that we have experienced, we could have avoided experience if we had gotten the education or somebody else's experiences in it. So let me tell you, we all guilty of it. We have all been in a place of a prideful state where we have to humble ourselves and say, God, first of all, we start off with asking God for help. And when we ask God for help, he normally sends us somebody in the natural, unless the tools were already within us to begin with. And sometimes they are. We just need some help pulling them out. So Roger, thank you for admitting that. But I'm telling you, not the only one that's watching. You just brave enough to say it. And we'll say we've been guilty of it. That's how we can tell you about how to get off some of these roads, because we've experienced so many losses in these last 10 years together that we can tell you exactly our attitude that got us in that particular place.
And I'm glad you asked about we asked God for help, and there's a problem there. What I mean, there's a problem if you're asking God. Let's say it like this: your kid come in and say, "Mom, Dad, I need your help on this." And your mom and dad will say, "Yes, I help you." Now, what the kid do? Just sit back and just relax and let you do all the work.
No, that's why I say God will send somebody to bring the tools without in you.
Yeah, but
so you got to learn something. You have to experience something. But what it do is it will keep you from going down the wrong side of the trail. Though.
Yeah, my point for saying that is we can't get lazy when we ask God for help.
Oh yeah, God means help means you got to do your part.
That's right. We can't get lazy.
Yeah. So those are things that we'll get a little bit deeper in.
I just love this.
Yeah, but this is our regular time. We will be that what goes on. Yeah, you know what, Roderick? I think a lot of times we are taught that because our parents are so private, and it becomes to a point, like you say, what goes on in the house stays in the house. But we forget the thing is that people tell us that we all need help. No man is an island. You know, we get caught up in, and that's why I say we're out on this journey to break all of these quotes and sayings and things that we have picked up that are actually holding us back and hindering us from actually being the best version of ourselves. And that's one of them. That definitely is one of them, because I can remember that as a child. So basically we're just telling you it's not to be gossipy as a child, but if you hear it enough, it becomes, the connotation can become very different when it is not explain the context of that. And that's why I am a very big person on, if I throw out a cliche, I don't want it to click cuffs on you and put you enslaved to the cliche. I give you the context and the meaning around the cliche so that you understand how it fits and how you can live. That's why I say a cliche is nothing that is except something that imprisons us, because that's all they are. They're cliches, but there is no scripture. There is no guidance. There is nothing that holds that to be the truth, except that a whole bunch of people said it. So, and that is where we go down the wrong trail, because if any of us know in scripture, a whole bunch of people said it is nothing but us following the road that the most people travel. So we got to be very careful on the cliches that we live our life by.
Help me out with this.
Okay.
God sent his son to earth to not change the law, to enhance the law, to update the law.
He came to actually break the law, because it was the legalities that were holding people back from a real relationship with God. And that's the same thing that cliches are. Cliches is nothing but these little legalistic pins that people have put in our lives to keep us from freely breathing, freely expressing ourselves, truly having real relationships.
The reason I brought this up.
I know you did. I know you're going to take me there, baby.
I'm listening to what you just read over. This gentleman said, I ain't got my glasses, I can't see what you read, what you said. But what I'm saying to what it starts in the household.
Yes, indeed.
And my point is, yes, we were raised in this household around our parents, how they carry themselves and what laws they got. Yes, but we don't need, even though we were raised that, now we getting to be adults now. Now we need to enhance what we learn in the house and retool it. That's like I work on a car, and even though in the car, and I'm tuning it up, I'm making the car run a lot more better. I'm refining everything. I might not replace the necessary parts on it, but I'm refining everything, make it perform right. Because sometimes you got a car and you do updates to it. That what updates is, you make it more better. So what I'm saying, when you go out on your special means, when you go out on your own, and a lot of men carry their households with them, good or bad, and sometimes that can be destructive. So update your household, update and make it more finer, make it more, don't, because sometimes what worked for your parents,
well, it is not going to work for you.
It's not going to work for you. So don't care.
It probably didn't work for them. You probably need some new spark plugs, but it's some new wires, what is that, a new distributor cap. So to distribute that energy differently within your relationships. Yeah. So those are things that we have to relearn. And, you know, when you were talking about that, it reminded me of when we become adults, some of the childish things we're supposed to put away. Just because our parents told us it was applicable when we were children, is not applicable for us to run our lives like that as an adult. So be careful. The cliques can become prisons. They are the chains and the cuffs that we have put on our lives. We are a cliche society.
When you're talking about the chains and cuffs that you put on life, that's very important. Because I can rat on, but when you say stuff that make me wake me up or something, you put cuffs on our life. It's our responsibility to pick cuffs in our life. It's our responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? Because we raised, I'm learning that from you. I'm learning that from you. in the sense of this, we have to explain ourselves. When I mean, my time, your parents will say something to you, say, boy, go and do this. Boy, don't go do that. Don't do that. If you don't have no explanation, your parents didn't have an explanation.
That's why I say the context around that cliche.
This new generation, we have to explain ourselves to each other. Your kids, when you tell your kids to do something, have an explanation point. Let
some real communication.
Yes, communicate. Just don't do this because this thing that we call fundamentals of life from home, we'll pass that down the road, and some of it's good and some of it's not. So add updates to it. As on a lot of my cars I work on, they have a computer problem. I go in my scanner and say memory reset, and sometimes I go into a memory reset, and you have to do that. But it starts with communication and understanding. It's very short. Don't cut the conversation short. Don't be saying, well, I want you to do this. I don't think that's work. Don't say it like that. Put an explanation and explain the reason why you don't want that to happen, or don't go that way. And then you'll see down the road as in life goes on, our living situation, our frustration situation will be a lot better.
I like you use those two words. I know we got a little bit off the updates. Yeah. I love that analogy to the tune up, relationship service station. We in the garage right now. If you hang out with us long enough, Roger, we'll get talking in real life car talk. I do a lot of presentations, and all it is in car talk analogy. We love that analogy. That is why God gave us the relationship service station, and He allowing us to open up a garage. But the words for us. If somebody asks us what our marketplace ministry is about, it's about communication and understanding. That is our foundation, communication and understanding, because we are communicating the tools that God has given us. We're communicating it through the good word, and we are implementing the understanding by sending you back to the context to get the full understanding of that relationship. So be sure we're not trying to get you to follow us. If you join us, we are getting you to follow the word, getting you to follow the scripture, getting you to understand it for yourself. So I don't want to get you lost in when I say join us. Is you're joining us on this trip to get a closer walk with Jesus and a closer walk with yourself and a better relationship with everybody that you connect with. Oh, where's you still there? Holly, you saying a philosophical mechanic. Yeah. We are, let's say this, we are the emotional and mental mechanics this in this world that we have, because we will work on, a lot of us will work on our temple. We will have a fine-tuned running machine for what people can see on the outside. We head to the gym. Yeah. We make sure we look at bikini fine this summer. That's what everybody talking about, getting a summer body on. But the thing is, we won't get our summer emotions on, and we won't get our summer mind on. We won't mature and grow in that space. So I like that, Wes, a philosophical mechanic. I might have to steal that from you. And I'll give you credit for it, Wes, but I might have to use that somewhere else. And I know we holding y'all a little bit longer today, but it's this conversation that is just flowing. If you all know anything about us, we not real good on scripts. We just kind of flow with the atmosphere. Even though we here on the stream, it's kind of like we know you all well enough to flow with what is needed in this space right now. So I'm really encouraging you all to share or tag somebody, share it on a page, share it in a group, because these little simple Tuesday talks that we pop in here, we really do want the engagement and the questions to make sure that God gave us the vision. God is giving us the provision, but the plan is going to be around the people who the assignment are based on. So it's kind of like you show up to a classroom. No, let's go back to the garage. Let's get back in the garage. So y'all know it's a lot of cars out here. It's lots of cars out here. So that means there is a variation of tools for each car. So we have to know the different vehicles that we're working with. So like right now, I see Roderick and Wes here, and I know you all two different kind of vehicles. So that means we have to have the tools specifically for the make and the model and the year of the vehicle that you are. So that's why we have to have that conversation with you, because we have to be able to assess and diagnose you as a vehicle. And we have to invest in equipping ourselves with the right tools and the right equipment. So when you pull in your garage, we have what you need. That's why that engagement and that conversation is needed, because we need to make sure that we're getting the right tools. Yeah. So that is the key. So when my husband is talking about that feedback, is so that we can make the investment to have the right things in place whenever you pull in, because you know your car might be electric. We need to make sure we got some electric pumps set up. You might need diesel fuel. You might need unleaded fuel. Hey, you might even be new school and doing the corn fuel now. So we need to be prepared and having the garage have all the tools and everything that you need, so we can have what it is for all of us to be the best version of ourselves.
And the only way that works, the only way that my wife and myself can really help you individuals is doing a vehicle inspection.
Yes. Oh,
yeah, doing vehicle inspection.
The grief assessment. I forgot we got that on the website. Oh my goodness, you reminded me.
Doing a vehicle inspection. That's how I can find out everything that's going on with you, by doing a vehicle inspection. But first, you got to come to the garage first.
Yep. Well, first you got to admit that your car is not running as well as you want it to be. You know, a lot of us, you know, we hear our car making a little noise. We see a little light, and first thing we say, oh, well, that's just regular wear and tear. But the regular wear and tear can turn out to be something that can be very devastating.
So talking on that, we're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, that's another day, day. But
you'll be here till 8 o'clock tonight talking about that.
Yeah, we got so much that God is really pushing through us to talk about. But we do appreciate your time, and we do honor your time, because we're running past the 30-minute time, and I know you are probably sneaking to listen during work or on your way somewhere. So we will honor and respect your time. But I do ask, please share, please tag somebody. Definitely men, tag some other men, share with some other men, because I believe men believe everything that is created in this world has become so women empowered, or become just so aesthetic that it is not actually real any longer, that is just the setup outside. So this is a real garage. We're gonna be getting real dirty. We're gonna let some grease flow. So we're gonna get dirty, y'all. It's gonna be some stuff. Yeah, we're real deep down dirty. Let it go. Some oil, some food. Yeah, so it's gonna be some real thing. We might even have to pour a little gasoline on you to clean off a little rust and stuff. So we got it going on.
Yeah, if you rust in certain spots, I got some PB blaster for you. Spray it on you, get all that rust off you.
Yeah, so it is not. A lot of people say, "Well, what age range are we? Age range are we speaking to?" It is anybody who is old enough to be open-minded to grow and develop. So that is where we are. If you've already no cut cars, and if you've already determined that you have lived your best life already, this is not the place, because this is the people who really want they later to be greater, who can still see ahead.
Now say that last part again.
If you feel like you've already lived your best life.
No, we want them to. We want them. Remember, I say you say this not for. We want them to, because
they're
the one that caused them a whole bunch of confusion. That's the one that rubbed off on these little young whoop snap run around and say, "Oh, this person got together. We just like them." Nah, we want y'all to. Matter of fact, y'all come on in and overflow us, because we want you to.
Well, he wanted restoration cars.
Yes.
He like y'all antique restoration cars.
The one that sits all in there, sit in their own ways and say, "This is the way I am. I've been in this plant for 65 years and I'm not willing to change." They're the ones I want to talk to right there, because I've been there too. But you know who pulled me out of this? The man above, and this nice, beautiful woman sitting on the side of me. So if they can pull me out of my stubborn, ignorant ways, oh Lord, I'm looking for the challenge.
Well, we got some good tow trucks coming out your way. But thank you all for listening to us, and definitely stay here on Tuesday catching up with the announcements. And definitely join us on the Grief Garage. We are not going to be sending out a ton of emails. I know that's why a lot of people don't like to join things, but we have some really different things coming up. So I do want you all to be a part of the launch party. I do want you to, you know, be able to catch the cities. And when I say a party, it's really just about a praise report to give what that we've given. We'll be giving a praise report at the party. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's some things. We got some retreats coming up. So yeah, we got retreats coming up. We have book volumes that will be coming out. So this is not just a for entertainment. This is going to be some serious education and edification of the body. So if you want to help and support and make sure all of these efforts are done, definitely reach out. So we have the plate that God has put before us right now. You know, it's a buffet. So we are definitely inviting you to eat with us. See you all. Oh, you got something to say?
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I want to say something, man. Just because I mean, we get
you're in a tune now.
Yeah, in a tune now. But then see, when you're talking about the Almighty Father, there's no time limit.
No,
you know, because He has control of all that, and you have some people online that need to hear things like we need to hear things from us. So
show up at the right time.
Yeah, show at the right time. So just there's no time limit. But you remember we had a conversation on time before that. I do a lot of exercise, and I tell you about my back was giving me a problem. I'm getting to a point here now. He said, "What are you talking about?" I'm getting to a point. But remember, I told you my back was giving me a problem. All right, this is what was going on. That I'm explaining. My back would give me a problem. I usually have no back problem because I do a lot of stretching and stuff like this. And I said, doggone it, my back would give me a problem. So I run and took my forehead and put it on my knees. I said, no, ain't nothing wrong with my back. I said, why is all the back problem all the way from my waist up to my neck would give me a problem? Like I have a neck spasm, a back spasm, a shoulder spasm. And then, but I realized one thing that was going on that I ain't did before. And I had on some pants that my work pants in the garage. Instead of me like to change clothes like I was supposed to be, and my wife had plenty of work clothes in, but I decided I ain't getting to that part. But anyway, I had these pants on, and it was too tight for my waist, and it was cutting my circulation off, and my top of my body, the blood and the oxygen wasn't getting to a part of my body. I was having a lot of upper body problems. My point is, with what I'm saying is, we'll live a life a lot more smoother if you take the knots out of the ropes. What I mean, loosen the rope, loosen the knots up, because we live a frustrating life, an off-balance life, because we are choking ourselves. We are choking ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. So you have to take the knots out of the rope, man. Only person to be able to take the knots out of the rope is you. Live your life freely. Live it freely. Live happy. Live joyful. But don't take the freedom from your life of being happiness. So a lot of us walk around with a lot of knots in the ropes, and you're not comfortable. And you say, well, I don't have that problem. Yes, it does, because as soon as somebody comes and says something, you're out of the way. First thing you do, you want to get all outraged. Yes, you got knots in your rope. So loosen the knots up in your rope and get rid of them.
We're going to get rid of road rage. But thank you all. Yeah, bye-bye road rage. But we will see you all next Tuesday. I have to remember what the days are. You all know we got a lot. But like I say, we're not trying to eat by ourselves with this buffet that God has given us. So join us, eat. We are all about feeding.
I can.
Yeah, he can eat a buffet by himself. But thank you all for joining, and everybody that comes in the replay and gives us their feedback as well. See you all next Tuesday.
Thank you. Until next time.